you've been thinking about moving to the greater Phoenix area and you are millennial, born 1981 to 1996. So you've got yourself a good head on your shoulders and you've been watching the market carefully over 2022. We knew that you were too smart to get in that crazy market, and this year is your year. Look, we are going to get to the nitty-gritty. We're going to answer the questions you have been looking for in this video, so don't go anywhere. We're going to get at it right after this. Hello, this is Sheryl Willis over at the Real Agent Now group right here in Phoenix, Arizona. And if this is the first time to our channel, you're going to want to tap that little subscribe button and click that little bell so that you are notified each and every time we release a new video. We are getting dozens of calls every single day, and we love it. Look, it is like all of a sudden someone reached out to all the millennials and said, it's time. We have been receiving so many phone calls from the most randomest small towns or areas where people have been waiting. Millennials, early 20s to late 30s, first-time home buyers, they are ready. And with the market the way it currently is right now, what an amazing opportunity. Look, I know you have a ton of questions, and the only way we can answer those questions, if you pick up that phone, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, days, nights, or weekends, we got your back when moving to Phoenix, Arizona. We have been loving all the phone calls that we have been getting, and we have so many buyers that are coming in literally over the Christmas season and all the way through the month of January and February, buyers that have been waiting for this time. Let me tell you, everybody has been waiting for bottom of the market, and I promise you, you're not going to stop hearing about that at least the first 6 months out of the year. And let me tell you why. Because they are comparing year-over-year numbers. If you think about it, 1 year ago today, it was absolutely crazy, nutty, over the top. Buyers were getting into homes only if they had literally an extra $50,000 to $100,000 cash to just throw away. They waived inspections, they waived appraisals, they gave away their firstborn practically. I am telling you, it was insanity. But the benefit for those buyers is they got interest rates in the 3s. So here's the swap. Today's buyers are totally different challenges. And the interesting thing is these millennials, especially the older millennials who have not purchased a home yet, you guys are making ridiculous income. We just received a phone call from a little tiny town where this millennial is ready to get out of the cold out in Casper, Wyoming, makes over $180,000 a year. That's just his income. His fiance's, we didn't even take into consideration. Millennials have been sucking that money away. They've been playing it safe. They've been renting longer. And now is the time for you to engage. Now, here's the current challenges for buyers. Not going to lie, this is going to be consistent throughout the nation. But of course, I'm speaking specifically to the greater Phoenix area. Number one, there is relatively low inventory. As much as we have seen an increase from 24% of our normal inventory to 80% of our inventory, I have to tell you that the majority of that inventory is not as desirable as one would hope. So it is taking buyers a lot longer to find that right home. Let me tell you what I mean by that. Number one, new construction. Wow, you want to talk about crazy deals? There was one buyer this last weekend that was doing up to 11% concessions. Think about that, guys. 11% from a $500,000 home. That's almost $60,000 that they were just getting here, buy our home. Here's the negative though. The new construction homes, for the most part, are going to be in the outer areas of the greater Phoenix area. Now, if you don't mind driving in 30 to 45 minutes for your regular social activities and fine dining and shopping and just kind of being a part of a town, you are going to find smoking deals. They're paying buyers to buy their homes. It's insane. Maybe it's just because we're negotiating that for our buyers, because they certainly don't advertise that. Look, using the right realtor makes all the difference. So aside from the new construction, then we have what we called iBuyers. Now, iBuyers are internet buyers, but we've also had institutional buyers come into the Phoenix market over the last year. What does that mean? It means non-humans. We're talking, on a piece of paper, it's just a house address, maybe what their potential return is, what they're going to put into the home when they flip the home. And I'll be honest with you, some of the homes are nice, most of them are not. So when we are showing these homes to our clients, we will literally walk around with a magnifying glass on our iPhones. We will show you what to look for. You can not only negotiate pricing, you can also get concessions, cover your closing costs. You don't even have to pay your own closing costs. And the miracle magic today is called the 2-1 buy down. And what exactly does that mean? It means that the seller will pay basically your interest for the next 2 years. Your monthly payments can go down from, let's just say, $2,400 a month to $1,900 a month. They're covering the difference for the first 12 months. And then the second 12 months, it's half of that. And then the third year, time to refi. Let me tell you, I understand the nervousness of people saying, well, how do we know it's going to go down? Because it's going to go down. Let me tell you, watch what's going on in the world and why the market is the way it is today. It's not necessarily buyers that don't need homes. I know so many people that are completely even pushed out of rental markets, so they're cohabitating and they're waiting for affordability. The only way we're going to see affordability is when the interest rates go back down. They have been intentionally bumped up to slow, not just home buying, but to slow everything down. This is an intentional suppression. And let me tell you, when you take into consideration what's going on in all the different areas, not just from a national number, because first of all, the media reports things from 4 months ago, number one. Number two, sometimes they take national information. They'll refer over to Zillow, which, by the way, wasn't it Zillow last year that said, whoops, we lost $1 billion and we don't know how to value a home. Oh, wait, that was Open Door that lost $1 billion. No, wait, they both did. Point is that the only way you know what's going on in a specific market is working with a realtor that knows what's going on. Let me tell you, this is not the market to work with Cousin Susie, Aunt Mary, or your best friend's daughter who just got their license. Look, we're going to see almost 200,000 realtors fall out of the market over the next 12 months. It was super easy to make a great living as a realtor over the last couple of years. This is what they call the pros market. So the professional realtors, the ones that have really treated this like a business, are the ones that you want to seek out. And I promise you, that's myself and my team. And if you want to work with someone younger, I understand, and we have some amazing team members that will match with your personality and what you need and want when you're ready to come into the Phoenix area. So aside from low inventory, now we're talking about high prices. Now, again, if you look at these national news, I mean, I see it all the time. Phoenix is in the news all the time. But here's the thing. They're taking median numbers. So when you see builders do an 11% contribution concession and reducing their prices by that much, do you think that that is the same impact in the high desirable areas that are right by maybe Intel or the new, all the different types of freeway access and social and entertainment and top rated schools? No, it varies. So when you see that Phoenix has seen a big decline, are where there is competition with new construction and these institutional buyers that are able to sell their homes lower than what they paid for. Let me tell you, I sold them a home, Open Door. I could not, on the open market, even when the absolute craziest was going on, I didn't think I was going to get 475, maybe 480 at the very most. Open Door came in and said, we'll take it. We'll pay you $515. Where do we sign? My client got out of that home as quickly as possible, and it had a green pool and overgrown landscaping as well. And then Open Door, all they did was clean it up, brush it up a little bit, take some pretty pictures, and they put it back on the market. That same home is now being sold for $465, and I'll bet you can get into it for $435. Does that mean all homes are in that scenario? No, but there's enough of them that are dragging that part of our market down. So again, millennials are super smart, and you guys are looking all online and you're trying to get these details. You're going to want to give me a call because you're not going to find all this stuff online. We watch the market. We have the capability of watching on the daily basis, but we review it on a weekly basis because you want to see trends, not just something that happened on a one day, off day, holiday, whatever it is. You want to start watching market trends. We can talk about that. 1 year ago, if you had called and said, I need to buy a home under 500, God, that was such a pain point. But let me show you what you can get today in any city. The choices that you guys have is unbelievable. And let me tell you, your predecessors, they didn't have the choices. Some of them didn't get to buy homes they love. They only got to buy homes they liked. They just had to get in with the lower interest rate. Now you get to pick the location, the size, the price, and to some extent, you can even pick your interest rate. All right, so here is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2-car garage. If you were buying in the city of Chandler right now, you would have 120 choices, 120 choices in the city of Chandler. Let me double check. Another really popular one, of course, is Scottsdale. How many do we have in Scottsdale? I'm not expecting a whole lot, but look at this. Oh, 2. Really? Yep. But at least there's 2. Should not be under $500,000. You have 2 homes that are available. Let's see. Let's try Gilbert. Gilbert, another popular one. Huge demand. 145 homes still available. Let's say you wanted to buy in Glendale. People love Glendale for the Westgate Center entertainment. That's where the Cardinals football game is. Look at all of this. And Glendale kind of has a couple of different areas. It's long and skinny. We have down here kind of more the entertainment district, and up here is going to still be spring training events. But this has some of the most beautiful water communities. I have other videos on that. Definitely check that out. If you want to be near the new Taiwan Semiconductor, they just announced that they are expanding it by another $12 billion. We are talking explosion is going to be coming with residential areas. Just to let you know, Taiwan Semiconductor is right about where that number 74 is. And if you were buying in this particular area in Peoria, there would be 171 homes to choose from. Let's just say you didn't care about a particular city. You say, I just want to be somewhere near Taiwan Semiconductor. Let's just pick that area, take out Peoria. You would have a total choice of over 300 homes. And you know what? Whoops, I didn't get Anthem in there. I missed it with my little square thing. Hold on, let's try. If I included, I wouldn't say New River, but this area right here, parts of Cave Creek, still a relatively quick commute. 362 homes. 362 homes to choose from if you were under $500,000. Let's say you wanted a pool. I know that that's a really big thing for people. And I always tell people, if you don't know what you're getting into, that's something you might want to consider. But if we wanted one with a pool, there would still be 63 homes to choose from. I'm telling you guys, these homes, it just did not exist, not even remotely exist a year ago. You're going to want to get in the market before the other buyers get the message too, which leads me to the next thing. So high prices, although we have seen some correction overall, the biggest correction that we have found is that you're not competing with 50 other buyers. So if a home went on the market for $500,000, it was not a matter of Where do we start? You knew you started at 500. And then, depending on what the other offers were looking like, is 525, 550, 575, not kidding, 590, maybe even over 600,000. So that's where we have eliminated all that garbage. And it's a great time for buyers to commit and pay fair market value. Mortgage rates. Never before has there been more dependency on one single thing. Now, you can say that mortgage rates depend on this, and of course it's a butterfly effect, but the mortgage rates have 100% control over our market. And let me tell you, there are people that will be giving you predictions for 2023, and they will repredict and they will reproject as things unfold. Nobody can tell the future. And if you're really waiting for that market bottom, the closest you can ever really be, if you're trying to time it, is 4 months. Because when it really does happen, let's say you were home shopping today. You close on your home in 30 days, so it should be January. Then that means it comes out in February when we look at January numbers, and then we start watching the trending over the next 4 to 6 weeks. We're now in the month of March, talking about a home that was written a contract on in December. Do you see why it takes that long? So knowing that we are within that 6-month window from just about what everyone says, actually our local analysts and economists are saying that we believe that the March-April timeframe will probably be the bottom of our market. And the reason we are already going to start seeing a slight uptick before then to lead up to that is that the greater Phoenix area has a completely different seasonality than any other city. Think about it. If you live in a cold country, even if you live in the Bay Area or Los Angeles, who doesn't love to go to Disneyland? January, February, it's pretty darn cold. I'm telling you, it's not fun. You are still freezing your butt off. But in Arizona, we have the car shows, we have golf events, we even have Super Bowl, we have spring training, we have beautiful 70, even 80-degree days. And we don't have the humidity that Miami and the rest of Florida has. So let me tell you, when everybody else is still like trying to stay warm, we're already trying to get our shorts back on. So it's a little bit different in the greater Phoenix area. We will see more buyers in the market starting literally the first, second week of January. And again, with the increased buyer demand, even if interest rates don't go down, buyers, the millennial buyer today is okay with the 6.5%. They just didn't want to have to come out of pocket over $100,000 in over appraised value. I get it. They have the income. And with the buy down, they don't have to pay that 6.5% for the first couple of years, and then they can refinance. So the word to the wise is buy and refi. That is the golden rule, guys. All right, guys, if you are thinking about moving to the greater Phoenix area, there is no better time. I cannot tell you. Give us a call. I was blown away that we could get a first-time home buyer into a cute little starter home in Scottsdale, Arizona, 3-bedroom, 2-bath. Needed a little work, but I'm telling you, that wasn't possible even a year ago. Now is the time. Get here before all the other buyers come on back. All right, guys, until next time, be good, be kind, happy holidays, and I hope to hear from you all soon, even if it's a year or two in advance. All right, bye.